I'm ready, Crazy Norse. Go ahead. Like nobody believes that Ramus is actually running his own store. My son is meant to lead this village someday, not sell trinkets to people with no brains and too much money. Such a supportive father. Hi, Lamo. Hey, Croatia. Aw, she's gonna marry someone in Saith. That was quick. I can't. I don't have whatever it is I need to unlock chests yet. I mean, okay, that's valid, Crazy Norse. You're right. I do not know what that's like. Wait, what? Nice. Oh, I think I missed someone. There she is. I mean, that's at least 3 von Falkenstein, which is honestly a pretty good number, considering. You know, weirdly enough, I've never run into that problem, Crazy Norse. I have run into lots of the opposite problem, but that's neither here nor there. And honestly, I can deal with that. I have my days. But usually I can deal with it. This monument is pathetic, a feeble attempt to keep Dine's memory alive. A world must stop dwelling on the relics of the past and look to the future. A future ruled by one stronger than a feeble dragon master. One who can unite the world with pure strength of will alone. I don't know anybody who could do that, though, Galleon. Do you? Aw, her dad is proud of us. I wonder what that feels like. Okay. Yeah, I have a very strong feeling that something's about to happen. I'm not sure what's going to happen after that, though. Good afternoon, Dark Day. God dang, flies! Thank you. No, I just noticed this game has a quality of life feature that an extraordinarily large number of games don't have. I'm gonna write down into that. You would be astonished how few games do not have holding down the button for faster inputs. Here, watch. I will just hold down the button and do nothing else for this entire fight. Very few games have that feature. It's weird. Actually, yeah, 7-Up. FF6 is one of the rare RPGs I can think of that has that feature. Very appropriate. Aren't we at the point now where guys crying is so old as to be cliched? Gum Gum. Well, holding down the button plus memory cursor means you can absolutely race through some menus very quickly. Chrono Trigger does that too, by the way. I don't remember if FF4 and 5 do. I'd have to test it. Yeah, exactly, Crazinors. Alright, so let's go get betrayed by Galleon. Or the dragon, or both. Hey, can I have more of your dung? Yes, I do remember that, Ross. You have returned, Alex, and even stronger than when I last beheld you. Galleon, it's been many years since I last saw you. 15, to be precise, Quark. Not since that dark day when dear Dragon Master died. Ah, yes, I remember all too well your disappointment. Quark, I have a question to ask of you. Quark! Quark! This girl, the one they call Luna, is she the child born on that day? She's 15? Truth is a dangerous thing to some, Galleon. If you knew the truth, perhaps it would... Our world is on the verge of chaos, dear Quark. I must know if the cause is what I suspect it to be. Tell me, Quark. Tell me the truth! I deserve to know. You were the Dragon Master's best friend, Galleon. If he trusted you with his life, I can trust you with the truth. Yes, Luna is the one. Surely you understand why Diane kept this from you. Galleon? Oh no, he's evil.
Oh, then the time has finally come. My coming out party can begin. Send in the clowns.
Yeah, lore shock, by the way.
By Althena, what have you done, Galleon?
I'm sorry. That outfit. Oh, it's even worse.
Not Galleon, dear Quark. Magic Emperor Galleon.
Magic Emperor?
Galleon, no!
No. Galleon, yes. Someday people may mourn this day, but my glorious rule can only begin with your enslavement.
Flashing lights warning. And yeah, this actually predates Digimon. This predates a lot of things. I'm not going to give it, like, I'm not going to treat it lighter because of that, but it is interesting to think about how many tropes got started here. This is 1992, for perspective.
Quark shall be the cornerstone of a new order. My world order. But who shall be my queen?
Ah. Now I know the truth. The world shall be mine on a delicious half-shell. What? The world is not an oyster. Anyways, we're dead. Well, we just lost her. Again. Honestly, I'm surprised he even attacked us. Why bother? We're a bug. At least for another 20 levels. What happened? Where am I? This is Alex's house, but I thought we were in the cave. No? Alex, what happened to us? Last thing I remember is going to the cave with Galleon. No, I remember everything! And you were there, and you were there, and you were there. No. It's the negative for the inconsistent voice acting, which is a negative I often give, but I'm thinking I'm not going to give it in this case. Like, allow me to use a quick example. In Neverwinter Nights 1, when we review that game will get that negative, because, like, for example, imagine on this line right here, the voice actor says, Alex, no! And that's it. And then on this line, Galleon. And that's all they say. And then they say nothing for like a paragraph. Lakes are... Of course Lake saved us. And then all of a sudden, I believe he's at... And then it goes back to no voice acting. And that irritates the crap out of me. So far, the inconsistent voice acting hasn't bothered me here. It's mostly for specific cutscenes. Yeah, exactly. This is the FF14 approach. Which, admittedly, I would still prefer full voice acting, but it doesn't irritate me like inconsistent voice acting does. You lose a party member for an integral part of mind trope been done well. That's a good question. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one. Like, arguably Chrono Trigger pulls this twice, once with Marl and once with Chrono, but neither of those are really what you're talking about. I don't know. So, we probably would have frozen to death if Lake hadn't saved us. Even the Paula section in Earthbound kinda sucks. Especially if you don't know it's coming. Your mother and I have watched a bond form between you and Luna. I was thinking Paula. Although I guess Pooh qualifies, but I was thinking Paula. We've watched that bond turn from friendship into love. I don't know if you've told her how you feel. Perhaps she already knows, but you must tell her now. Why? Like, she's off. Gone. And also 15! Oh, good, you two are awake. I was afraid your sleep might be of the eternal type. Almost assuredly, Crazorus, which is why games that came out 10 years after this having worse voice acting problems, even more irritating. Thank you for helping us, Lake. We owe you our lives. Hi, Hourglass. I think you're doing the White Dragon Cave. I thought you might ask me that, but mum's the word. I hate secrets. Alex, I'm sorry for what happened to Luna, but what are you going to do? What am I going to do? He didn't ask you. I meant you, Alex. What do you plan to do now? Think and act decisively. I'm going to rescue Luna from Galleon's clutches. Galleon now fancies himself the Magic Emperor. He rules over the vile tribe of the frontier. Now that he's assumed the role of the Emperor, his power must be immense. Even doing all this, you still will risk your life to fight him. Without question! Dragon Master Dine would be proud of your bravery. He would marvel at the strength you have nurtured in your heart. Do you know what killed Dine? As with many, Dine fell victim to love. He swore to her that he would do anything for the woman he fancied. When the time came to protect her heart, he used all the power he had. And the Dine everyone knew as the great Dragon Master ever perished. Love is never an easy thing. But you say you want to help Luna, so you must become the Dragon Master. Because to save her, you'll find an opponent stronger than Dine ever faced. I'll do it. Good answer. Here, I have something to cheer you up. I found this in the White Dragon Cave. It's the ability to teleport between towns. Yes, I did, Hourglass. And hi. A strange man. Glad he's helping us, but why is he doing it? I'm glad you're going to fight Galleon, because I'd hate to have to rescue Luna on my own. I'd hate to have to rescue the both of you. Okay, let's find out where Galleon left. Can we use it in... That's a new spell. Yeah, no, that guy's totally died. Like, 100%. Do you know where the dinosaur forest is, Ross? Like, I know it completely by heart, but describing it's kind of weird. Northeast of Doma, southeast of Gao's house. Looks kind of like a dragon head. It's off on its own. There's nothing really near it. I haven't actually gotten to level it or use it yet, Hourglass. Yeah, I usually save the Gao event pretty much for dead last, right before I hit the tower. Oh yeah, it'll be really obvious. There's nothing but dinosaurs in that forest. My room. My room. Is this my room? Okay. Instructions unclear. Remember, they are extraordinarily weak to ice magic, Ross. And if you find a Brachiosaur, I mean, you'll be fine. You're higher level than I usually am when I start fighting Brachiosaurs. The way I usually start fighting T-Rexes personally is I start hitting with Ice 2s. Luna's bromide. Okay. Sure. Yeah, the Brachiosaur, if you get 2 quad 9s, you're good. Why is she dropping the fruit? I mean, I tend to be underleveled in games in general, but even ignoring that fact, I actually enjoy playing FF6 underleveled. So I'm kind of a weirdo there. But why'd she waste all that delicious fruit? All for nothing. I mean, I obviously have a bit of a thing for playing Chrono Trigger at low level, Cough, cough, exclamation mark, TAS. Cough, cough. Just gonna keep quietly plugging that in the background. Alright, let's use this thing. Ah. No, Ross. What? What? Remember, where did the monsters come from? Where'd you come from? What kind of magic was that? Jessica! But no, so in FF6... Yeah, let me start combat here. No reason to hold back, we've got a heal all right there. In FF6, party members join at average party level plus X. X varies from character to character. So every party member who joins is artificially raising your average level. No, even if you somehow keep Terra at level 1 at the very beginning, or Locke at level 1 at the very beginning, both of which are actually impossible, you will gain average levels as you go. And that calculation is recalculated when you get to the World of Ruin. When you switch, the moment you're just Celeste, then your average party level is reset to whatever her level is. Which can actually lead to party members losing levels if you set it up properly. Although, that's pretty rare and you kind of have to do that on purpose. Wow, that is expensive as hell. Holy crap. I just had the random thought. Where's Luna? I swear I'm paying attention to the story. Considering Jessica, a mage, wasn't aware of what teleport magic is, Trihexia, I'd say it's pretty rare. No, I know, Luna was taken. Gao is the only one who isn't recalculated, because what's actually happening in code terms is Gao leaps onto the Veld the moment you hit the World of Ruin. So he's actually still in your party. In other words, in code terms, your party at the beginning of the World of Ruin consists of Celeste and Gao. And because Gao isn't part of that average recalculation, his level remains static. He's the only one like that, actually. Went to the big shrine, and when I returned, the entire city had been overrun. I believe how fast the beast attacked. Where are Luna and Galleon? Are they okay? Funny you say that. Galleon has turned into the Magic Emperor. He commanded these beasts to attack Maribia. What? That's not all, Jessica. He enslaved the White Dragon and kidnapped Luna. I can't even comprehend that. How could something so terrible have happened? Wait, I understand. Galleon said these demons are to distract us from the real target. My father! Well, let's friggin' go! Not even Mel can hold these off forever. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. You can really, especially if you're doing a low-level run, you could really play with that unique mechanic with Gao to turn him into a death machine, even at low level. But Gao is really easy to break FF6 if you know what you're doing. Easy is the wrong word. Possible. As usual, blue magic tends to be the overpowered thing in a Final Fantasy game. Try to be shocked. My favorite personal story in FF6 is actually kind of hard, because there's a lot of really good ones, but if I had to pick one, I would probably go ahead and go with Cyan. Poor Cyan. She has no mana. And she's faster than I thought. Also, a friend of mine warned me that I'm coming up to apparently the hardest boss in the game. You know how that works, right? So a lot of these RPGs, the hardest boss of the game is not the super optional or the final boss. It's this one specific fight where you don't have the kit or ability to really deal with all the mechanics, so the fight is, like, artificially hard. Anyways, apparently one of those fights is coming up soonish. But yeah, favorite story, I also have to admit, well, it's not super well translated in the SNES version. Celeste's personal story is honestly incredible, and it dovetails very neatly into Locke's. The woman who was raised to be nothing more than a magic killing machine, who was arguably a broken individual and completely insane, fixed simply by sheer interactions with other people. Like, something about that really nails home in a game all about the personal connections between individuals. You know? It could be argued that Kefka might have turned out to be a decent person if he had his own Locke equivalent, instead of the most evil person in the game, which is Gestalt. Okay. These guys hit very hard. Like, holy crap, levels of hard.
Althena, lend me your power!
I'll check if it on Ramus. Give me a sec. I gotta go heal first. Because these guys hit like a truck. Jessica's dead. I'm almost dead. Shoot. Okay. I might die right here. Yep, we're dead. Okay, so, moving on. Agreed, Ross. I love Chrono Trigger to death, don't mistake me. But FF6 just crushes it on the character axis. Like, it's harder to come up with characters that aren't awesome in FF6. In fact, there are 3. Even seemingly side characters like Realm and Strago still have very strong character points. I don't think I can afford it yet, Crazy Norse, but I'll double check. Yeah, Gogo, Umaro, and Mog are the 3. I think you're right. If they're not grouping up, it's actually more worth it to just nuke them. Yeah, in Chrono Trigger, if we're being completely honest, Magus and Frog are the only characters that really get a lot to them. Robo has a neat sequence, but honestly, it's not really about him. It's more about the state of the world in 2300 AD. Isla, similarly, is interesting, but still not much of a character, really. You'd think Luca and Marl would be big character pieces, but honestly, they're not really either. Not in the way that you'd expect. Although, I will say Marl gets something. But really, in the whole game, Luca only really gets 2 scenes. One is very early on, when you first get Robo, and the other is during her specific thing after restoring the forest. And that's the squad. That's everyone. Hang on, I need to go murder Valerian really quick. There we go. Speaking of which, Valerian, you didn't see this, but I found out yesterday there's a Chrono Trigger 3. Did you know that? I'm not exaggerating or anything. That was just a shock to me. It's apparently been out for quite a while, like since 2017, I want to say. I can't afford it, Crazy Nurse. So, honestly, just hang back and defend. Oh my god. They hit so hard! So, there's a mobile game called Final Fantasy Dimension 2. No actual relation to Final Fantasy Dimensions 1, which is its own thing. But the dev team that worked on Final Fantasy Dimension 2 is the dev team that made Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. In a relatively recent interview, which I only found out about yesterday, and Jessica's dead. It turns out that the main scenario writer and storyteller, the writer of Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, had actually already written Chrono Trigger 3, which he called Chrono Break, during the creation of Chrono Cross. Unfortunately, because Chrono Cross kind of sold really badly, the Chrono Break was never greenlit. So it never actually happened. So he just kind of had those ideas and had all that documents and all that work just sitting there in the back of the office or whatever, until he was tasked to make Final Fantasy Dimensions 2. And so he brought everything out for that, and there you go. Some of the names are changed, and some of the ideas are changed around, but Final Fantasy Dimensions 2 is, for all intents and purposes, Chrono Trigger 3. Go figure. Now you're probably thinking, great, I'm going to go pick it up right now. So it's a mobile gacha game. Mobage, put simply. So that's cool. I can't believe that fat kid is staying open when the Vile Tribe is running loose on the streets. Not that I mind, of course. Gives me more time to put the moves on these lovely ladies. Even though the monster's out there, my boss refuses to close up shop. I thought he was insane. I noticed how many people were coming here to buy equipment. He's very smart, and very kind, and very, very cute. I want to ask Ramus out, but I don't want him to think I'm just after his money. I'm attracted to his mind. I mean... It's an interesting approach. Alex, I have more respect for Ramus every time we come back to see how he's doing. Yeah, tell me about it. Can we get her better gear? No. Come on, she's a melee. Alex, I haven't seen you for a while, but I've been hearing your adventures. Ramus, you sure it's okay to keep your store open right now? The Vile Tribe is marching through the streets. You kidding me? This is the best time to be open. When people are afraid, they want to buy protection, and I'm here to sell it to them. I wanted to run when I heard about the tribe, but I knew I had to stay, not to make a profit, but to be strong. And to make a profit. You guys are my friends, but business is business. No discounts. Thanks. I cannot open that chest. I'm not surprised Ramus the Brave would refuse to close his doors in such a crisis. After all, he's passed the trial of the White Dragon. The Vile Tribe doesn't scare him at all. No, I don't think so. The Dragon Diamond over there is all the proof Ramus needs. Oh, wow. I did not know that Von Falkenstein. That doesn't surprise me, though. The original id development team were a bunch of massive geeks, so... Yes, Crazy Norse. Oh, the enemies respawned. That's not what I was expecting to have happen for going in there just to say hi. Okay. Now we gotta carve a path back to the heal spot. That's a damn shame. I really don't want to get the experience here, but whatever. Yeah, that's another thing. I keep complaining about this, and I'm going to keep complaining about this. Because this is the same damn problem Breath of Fire had. All three of them. Why do enemies give hardly any experience in this game? Like... These fights, which are mean, by the way, are giving like 40 experience. What? I've also noticed my overall damage output hasn't really gone up since, I'd say, 2 bosses ago at this point. I mean, I've rated dungeons worse than that, Ross. Including Infinity, while we're on the subject. I stand by the negatives I gave it. Because it is still a long, boring, slow thing, but... honestly, it's kind of fine, really. I think we only ended up giving 2 negatives to the Desert of Death. And honestly, that's pretty low compared to what I was expecting to give there. Yeah, no, I think you're right. The desert itself got a negative, and the instructions, which I stand behind, got a negative. I think that's it. Because those instructions are just awful. And with no possible feedback whatsoever, no indication of where you're going or where you've been, nothing will tell you that you're going the wrong way. So you'll just assume you followed the instructions wrong. And then you'll do it again. And then you'll do it again. Yeah, no, that is absolutely its own negative. I wasn't joking during the run. I know people who have put the game down at the Desert of Death because of that instruction and how wrong it was.
Althena, lend me your power!
Interesting, Von Falkenstein. Cool. So I just lost internet? Wait, now I'm back. Twitch, what are you doing? Listen, Twitch, I know you hate me. And you want to, like, make tons of money. Because you're stupid. Oh, whatever. No. Don't want to fight stuff. No, I'm good! God dang it. They're not even grouped up. Oh, hello.
Yeah!
I mean, they fired several hundred people. Tell me that did nothing to their ability to operate as a company, and I'll call you a liar. Then again, who knows, really? They might have been bullcrap jobs. Yeah, see, that fight only gave 75 experience. I've already jotted down this negative, so I'm not going to double it up, at least not at the moment. But, yeah, we're in the point already where we need thousands of experience to level. And a difficult fight, which I barely survive while using abilities, gets me 70. That curve is wrong. I'm sorry. I don't need a game to be shotgunning levels at me, but I also need a game to be giving me something that's worthwhile for doing a fight. Wet pictures, von Falkenstein. God, that costs a lot of mana. No, I know, Kira White Noise. Like, oh, that's the bromide. I'm not going to show it again, von Falkenstein, sorry. If you want to look at sexy girls, you're on the internet. There are methods that exist.
Yeah!
Yeah, 76 experience. What the hell, game? I mean, off the top of my head, these fights should be giving, I'd say probably at least triple the experience they are. Or they should be giving substantially more gold than they are. One of the two. Because some games, looking at you, Dragon Quests, tend to do that thing where items tend to be more worthwhile than levels. And so if we were getting tons and tons of money per fight, I could kind of see that.
Althena, lend me your power!
Yeah, we still only have 2 attacks per round. I only get one of these, so let's not waste it.
Yeah!
Yeah, we now have a true AoE. Does decent damage, too. It's also expensive as balls. Jessica, you shouldn't be here. Get out of Maribia. Let us handle this. You don't understand. Master Mel's in the combat area fighting the leader of the Vile tribe. No, after entering that one house caused them to respawn, I decided to not enter any houses. And I have no plans of changing that, because I don't feel like fighting any more of this trash. Uh-oh, they paralyzed the guards. As long as I draw breath, the Vile tribe will never take control of Maribia. Not a problem, old man. You'll be eliminated by Zenobia, leader of the Vile tribe. And all the citizens of Maribia will kneel before the Magic Emperor. Galleon, what's going on? Who the hell are you? Father. Jessica, no! This is too dangerous. You must hide inside. But this is one of not going to erase all of you with one swift blow. Look out! And that's a petrify. What an emotional moment that was. I almost cried with laughter. Now the last of the 4 heroes is powerless. And nothing can prevent Galleon from fulfilling... This is what we call a failed fort save. Zenobia, where is Galleon taking Luna? Well, little Alex, you'll find out that soon enough. Perhaps when we meet again. And then she leaves for no reason. Seriously, how did you fail your fort save? You're a fighter. Or a barbarian, which is even better. In the name of Althena, let this curse be gone. I don't think this spell can be lifted till the one who cast it is killed. Oh, so it's a curse. Her name is Zenobia. She was the one who impersonated Lamia Ausa. Which Zenobia? That freak Galleon. I'll never forgive them. I will save my father, even if I have to give up my life for his. I will never give up, and I will never cry. I am Jessica de Alkirk, daughter of Helmel. Let's go. Where are we going? We're going to right wrongs committed this day. Galleon will pay dearly. We need more information. Let's speak with Lemia. Okay. You guys aren't nervous? I mean, you guys aren't nervous. Me neither. Let's head for Vane. Love you, Dad. Honestly, that does feel like a hell of a warping moment, though, if I'm being blunt. Like, Helmel's like, blah, super strong, and then he gets taken out by one petrify spell. Excuse me, curse. Like, that should have at least taken something out of Zenobia to do that. Speaking of level scaling, I actually found a list of some bosses that shows their stats more accurately. It's like your stats are X level time, or excuse me, X stat times boss level, aka your level. Nothing new. I'm not going to take a peek at your goods, lady. Get out of my way. Of course Ramus cares. Not enough to give me a discount, but well, he cares. Let's test something. Got it. Not leaving yet. What do I need to do in Maribia? I think what makes my attraction to Royce so strong, she has the taste of forbidden fruit. Really? Yeah, she really is wearing nothing, really. So I'm guessing the markings is the indicator of being part of the File Tribe, because I don't see anything else that actually seems to indicate that. Why does she keep trying to eat their cat? Oh. Can't let this monster destroy Vane. Come on, Nash, we can do this. How can we do it alone? It's resistant to magic, which makes sense. You send the anti-magic golem after the Mage City, right? First the Vile tribe violates my hometown, but now Mia's. That's it. No more Miss Nice Girl. Probably Triaxia. Oh, is this the hardest boss in the game? That was referenced earlier. This should be fun.
Check this out.
Oh my god. Yeah, 18 damage. That's not impressive. Yep. Ow. Yeah, let me just use his staff here. Anyways. That means it passes the character limit, Dakota. I don't know why it does that. Let's actually... God damn it, of course he doesn't have any items either. One damage.
Athena, lend me your power!
So I'm guessing my average party level right now is about 17. So it's 17 times 120. Ew. $2,040. So that should be the health this boss has. That's going to take about 10 rounds. Assuming we can keep up with the current damage output rate. Gross. Oh my god, hurts like hell, too. And Nas is essentially useless here. Yeah, sure, let's do an extra 20 damage per turn. I guess it's better than literally nothing? I'm not sure I believe that.
Check this out.
19. 239.
Athena, lend me your power!
I mean, I guess it does add up, but it's like, god damn.
Summon elemental power!
Oh, Jessica's dead. Our healer.
Check this out.
Summon elemental power!
Oh, Nash is dead. Of course not.
Summon elemental power!
Okay, so. Take two. There's no point to it by that point. Sure wish I could control the positioning of my party members in combat. Because then I could have avoided that line attack.
Check this out.
I wonder if that's the excuse for Chrono Trigger and FF10 too as well, later on. If so, I'm just going to go ahead and professionally disagree with it. Like, here's a game mechanic that you have no control over. Have fun. Also, if you screw it up, you'll die instantly. Thanks.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
Wait, so they removed that functionality, Crazy Horse? That's weird. Glad I healed her, and thank you, Dakota.
Check this out.
This is a good question, Trihexia. All I know is it's a magic-resistant monster.
Althena, lend me your power!
And, that's about it.
Summon elemental power.
Check this out.
Nash, you're not impressive.
Althena, lend me your power!
The one thing I can do to affect my positioning is not have Nash attack this time. That way he stays down here and out of the line.
Check this out.
Sure, Yura.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
I'm not actually sure the ages of our group, to be honest with you. I have had an awful falafel, yes.
Summon elemental power!
Ow.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power! Summon elemental power!
Yeah, they do look like actual kids, but I don't know how young they're supposed to be. Other than Luna, who was 15. Which makes it even creepier that people constantly talk about how extremely sexy she is. But, you know, Japan, I suppose.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
Hi, Dr. Winter.
Summon elemental power.
Check this out.
Summon elemental power.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power. Summon elemental power.
Oh, she's dead.
Check this out.
Oh, flame burn 'em.
Althena, lend me your power.
Yeah, that's from Grandia. Or wait, no, that's from
Check this out.
Legend of Legaia, isn't it? Shoot, both of those had... No, yeah, okay, that's from Grandia. The Legend of Legaia of Dragoon 1 was, something about Flame Hero! Or something like that. God, I can't remember the specifics. I don't remember the specifics, it's been a minute, but it was really funny. Anyways, holy crap, that fight. Thank you, all of you. I could have handled that monster by myself. No, you couldn't. I think that's as close as Nash has ever come to saying thank you. Jessica, when I was at Black Rose Street, I heard about your father. Is it true? Yes, he was protecting me from Zenobia's magic. That means what I heard about Galleon? The Magic Emperor. What he did to Quack! It's all true, and he kidnapped Luna, too. This is madness! Galleon was one of the 4 heroes, and now he's become... I'm going to find Zenobia, and I'm going to finish her. I'm going to help Alex fight the Magic Emperor. Fight Galleon, now that is madness. You'll be killed. I know it's going to be a challenge. That's why I'm here. To find out what I can about Galleon before we set out to kill him. You know, is anything strange about Galleon at the Magic Guild? Well, he was constantly looking like he was evil, and he'd go into his garden and be like, and just practice his laugh all the time. But I'm sure my mother could tell us what she observed. Why don't we ask her together? Yeah, can I go save first, please? Please? No? Okay, cool. Can't believe Galleon was our worst enemy all along. It's overwhelming. It seems like a nightmare. Yes, it does seem as such, but this is all too real, I'm afraid. Yes, always judge someone based on their looks. Fire Emblem taught me that. Poor Mel, what will we do to save him? First things first. There'll be no rescuing Mel until we put a stop to the Vile Tribe. We have to think of a plan. I just wish my head were clearer. Mia, join my party. My mother's magical part isn't gone, and her physical condition is getting worse. Galleon tried to destroy my mother. He might succeed. He's insane. What he did to your mom and my dad. It cannot be forgiven. You're right. Your mom might still die, unless we find Galleon and kill him first. You can't stay here and do nothing. You have to come with us. If defeating Galleon's the only way to save my mother and my people, then I have no choice but to become your primary combat mage. Because Lord knows Nash isn't bothering. Let me fight by your side. You can't! Your mother's ill, the guild's in chaos. Which is why I'm going. I can save both if I slay Galleon. Join us, Nash. You really doing this, Mia? You're going to challenge Galleon? Yes. Then I'm coming with you. The power of boners compels me. Some of the blame for what happened to the White Dragon and to Luna lies with me. But I can try to make up for amends for what I did and help you rescue Luna. For I can try to earn your forgiveness. It's all I want. Stay this humble, you earn my forgiveness, Henry. The vile tribe won't so much as touch you with me at your side. Thank you, but I don't want you to treat me like the future guildmaster. You must treat me as a friend. I need your friendship to keep me strong. I need you to be there for me. You're blushing, Nash. Still your tongue, cat. I'm just happy to have been granted a second chance. Lemmy must know something about where to find the rest of the dragons. Yeah, sure. Ugh. Right, it's upper left in this town. Yeah, they are a plague, aren't they, Dakota? Ah, sweet, sweet healing. Okay. Now we can continue the game. Generally, no, Dr. Winter. We have plenty of experience with emulation issues, and I generally don't give a negative. What really becomes problematic is when we're not sure if it's emulation issues or if it's the game. We actually run into that with Breath of Fire 2, for example. And if we can't determine it definitively, I will assume it's emulation issues. But there have been a few question marks there. Games are buggy things, especially older games. Mm-hmm. Alex, you must heed my words. There's only one person who can stand against Galleon. The Dragon Master. Listen, Crazy Norse. That King Kong game was flawless. Alex, you were the last person to pass Cork's trial, and you're now the only person with the potential to pass the remaining trials. Luna is lost to you. Our world is lost. Unless you can become the Dragon Master. Which means I got a red dragon. South of Nanza. You were so completely different. We had such magnificent times. I'm sure you've already had wonderful adventures, Alex, and you will find many more. Take care of my daughter. And remember, you're taken by Luna, so stop flirting with her. Okay. No flirting with Jessica, either. Yeah, we can afford it. At least give them a free option for trash fights. There we go. Probably, Ura. You know, while I'm here, I should sell these extra wands I've got in my inventory. There we go. I should also get rid of these stupid bromides. There we go. A child doesn't even feel sorry about what happened. What was that? Nothing, just talking to myself. I must be going crazy from the stress. Okay.
Oh! Oh, help! Help me! Get away from me, you dastardly fiends! You'll regret this!
What? That sounds like Kyle. Fools, don't make a move or I'll rip her to shreds. Zenobia, we found her. Get out of my way, Alex. I'm gonna kill that overinflated bimbo right here and now. Come on, Jessica, you know she'd kill that poor girl in a heartbeat. Don't let your emotions overrule your common sense. What do we do now? Grab her. Oh my god! What's happening? Catch him, quickly. What's going on here? I mean, catch her. Don't touch me, you beast. You.
Oh, pardon my heels. What's the world coming to when a decent lady has to be so vulgar to protect herself?
And now let's end this cheap charade.
How did you get rid of the makeup?
You and your boys need to learn some manners, sweet cheeks.
Yeah, where did the makeup go? Oh yeah, I make this look good. I don't get it, Jessica. What went wrong? Wait, you got kicked out of the shrine again, didn't you? Hey, you. That's okay. I'll listen to your story once I clean up after these kids. Don't underestimate us. You better kill us all. Okay. If you insist. Let's just... Are we just watching this? Too early for you to fight me. You're not strong enough yet. Well, Zenobia, looks like it's just the strong and gorgeous against the ugly. Why are you and the tribe kidnapping singers, Zenobia? There has to be a reason beyond the sheer cruelty of it. You can begin to fathom the real reason. They are beyond your feeble comprehension. My plans lay undetected for millennia. Zenobia, wait. Damn it all. Damned curvaceous magic-using went. Excuse my ignorance, but what the hell's going on around her? That witch turned my dad to stone when he tried to protect me from her magic. She did that to Mel? How can anybody have that much power? Because her boss is Galleon, the magic emperor. He's the one who kidnapped Luna. Who's that? Friend of Alex and Null's, who are friends of mine. She's a singer, just like the others kidnapped by the Vile tribe. We still haven't figured out what their purpose is in taking them. We cannot fathom! Kyle, since I know you have nothing better to do than imbibe is more than is healthy, you're going to join us and help us defeat Galleon. Magic Emperor, huh? Ah, what the hell, when do we leave? Okay. If you insist, Crazy Norse. I swear, this is for another friggin' bromide. Of course he does. Why do when people start passing out when they come near it, he knows it's time. Anyways. Alright, Jess, I'll help you save your dad. And not because he might even be stopped busting my chops, but because I know how much he means to you. Just imagine how many groupies I'm gonna have after I do this and become a hero. The lovely ladies will be drooling at my feet. What's wrong, Jessica? I just feel stupid because I actually admired you for a few seconds. Alex, I want to help you too. This magic emperor needs a serious beating. You know anything about the Red Dragon Cave? Heard rumors of dragons inside the cave is at the south end of the Marius zone. I wonder if I should bring protection. Kyle, you're disgusting. What's so disgusting about bringing my best shield is the conversation you just missed. No, Kyle has 112 HP. For example. Open up. Dude, my boss is hanging out with you? Excellent. You should stop by Riza and check out the yearly harvest. Heard of a man in the Marius Zone who's supposed to be one of the wisest men in the world. Perhaps this daemon could determine the weak point of the magic emperor and tell us how to bump him off. God dang it. I don't know how underleveled I am, but I am not undergeared at all. Hey, Magister. I've never heard that question before ever, Gum Gum, so I'm gonna go with no. Now the mobs are giving 28 experience. I can't win. What? I just talked to him, Crazy Horse. What do you want from me? I even talked to the guy who was like, you should go to Riza. Wherever that is. You two are getting along, aren't you? My ears were ringing for a week after last time you got in a fight. Don't worry, Kyle knows better than to argue with me again. Also, I've already jotted down triple positives for limited effect. Honestly, the only reason I skipped that particular town was because I hate navigating that town. A lot of people on a road with, you know, lots of... Watching you charm women and rip off men has never made me feel so sick. Why don't you speak above a whisper and share the rest of us? Oh, we defensive. I was just clearing my throat. Maybe you should suggest this young boy pursue a career outside of crime. We're protecting all women and children free of charge. Good, good. You remember to charge the men double, right? Evil. Evil. I looked at the sign. I looked at the sign. Different overworld song. Alright, moving on. Let's see, what else we got going on here. I could talk to every single person in that town, but honestly, you know, does anybody really want to see me talk to everybody in town? We've got a tower. Guess we can see what this is. that. Those who seek the guardian knowledge must have special knowledge first. Alex, what do you think is so important inside this tower? I mean, isn't all knowledge mumbo jumbo, a little, excessive? Okay. Let's see, what's up here? That looks like a dungeon-y thing. That's the hot springs. Yep, I was right. Oh god, it's this song. That's bad news. Let's get out of there. Woof. Heck with that noise. This is I don't know what this is, actually. Nothing down this way. I'm guessing that leads to the wasteland where the Vile tribe is. Looks like that's everything. Why would I bring soap, Scott Gabar? This is the spring of the goddess Athena. If you enter its soothing waters, you can purify your soul. Sure. You need soap. Okay. I mean, I've said before, it would be really awesome if, like, musical cues existed in real life. Like, I feel like you could do a whole series about that. Oh, crap. Battle music. Quick, let's get out of here. And then, like, you start talking to someone, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And all of a sudden, like, doom, like brutal music not brutal, like dread music, sadness music, and it's like, oh crap. Yeah, imagine you're just out and about, and all of a sudden you just start hearing Jaws music, and you're just at the grocery store, and you're like, This is Riza, a refuge for those too guilty to face the law-abiding world. Oh, great. What are a bunch of fresh-faced kids like you doing around here? Did your lunch money get stolen? I will murder all of you. All these people call Riza the town of thieves, but we don't just steal from anyone, you know. We go after rich folk who can afford it. You know, like Master Mel. What? If I ever caught you breaking into my house, I'd crack your kneecaps. Yeah, I meant antiques from Vane. Oh my. Set foot in Vane, I'll strike you with thunder magic till your blood boils. Okay, okay. Can't win, buddy. Can someone do me a favor and look up when Breath of Fire 1 came out in Japan, please? Rule number 1, work hard. Rule number 2, learn much. Rule number 3, steal all. These are the basic rules of the Thieves Guild. Are you children lost? It wouldn't surprise me. Riza was intentionally built with a confusing design to make it easier for thieves to hide and run away. My husband's a member of the guild, and he still gets lost for hours at a time. First I thought he was cheating on me, and getting lost in Riza was just his cover, but then I followed him around for most of the afternoon and found out he was telling the truth. I'm amazed they haven't kicked him out of the guild yet. That's funny. Aw, I hope it's a good birthday party. Prisoners. I was heading for the Thieves' Bazaar, but I stumbled into the headquarters instead. I hate it here. All they do is talk about which thieves make the most money. Just because I'm not pulling in the big bucks doesn't mean I'm not a good thief. They focus too much on money. Thievery isn't just an income, it's an art style, and I do this for love. Well, before I got married, anyways. I don't know, dude. You've got a pretty big house. Something bigger than I can afford. Let's go with tacos. It's always the correct choice. Chicken sandwiches are good, don't mistake me, but tacos. Welcome to Riza. Not exactly the wealthiest town in the Maria Zone, but a great place to learn the latest news and gossip, and the beer's lovely. Hey! Excuse me. And we just got robbed. Let's see why Kyle fits in so nicely here. Hey, Nalt, did that guy bump into you? Yes. Wait. The white dragon wings, they're gone. Well, you just learned the only real downer to this place. It's a den of thieves. There's so many of them they formed a guild. Watch your valuables. This place can get a little rough. Hey, Kyle, maybe you could have warned us before Nal got robbed. Reese is a big town. If we're gonna find those wings, we better start looking now. Well, here's how this is gonna work. I'm just gonna start murdering everybody in town one by one. Okay? Starting with you, then you, and then you. And the moment you bring me these wings, the murdering stops. Very simple. Any questions? Stab. Alright, next. Listen, you would be amazed at how many things can be solved by very precise and careful application of murder. This is awful. I've been assigned by the Thieves Guild to burgle the town of Iluk next month. If there's anything of valuable amongst that collection of cooks and crackpots. Why not assign me to Maribia? I didn't even take Nanza. Hey, I like a big challenge as much as the next thief. Yeah, that's a good point. Execution time. I know people say terrible things about Maribia, but we're all good people here. Those can be intimidating at first. My husband has a heart of gold. He's just lucky none of his friends know that, or they'd try to steal it. Uh-huh. Riza was founded by people like me, notorious lawbenders who had to flee from justice. Or pay the ultimate price. Now our once great city has become a town of petty thieves selling their stolen goods at a filthy flea market. It's tragedy, I tell you. Oh, I was a great criminal in my day, but now I'm just living out my life in peace and quiet. The world isn't as peaceful as you think, old man. One way to put it. It's okay, I'm sure everything is resolved, and Eternal 2 is actually just like a farming simulator or something. Here's a question, no spoilers, but is Eternal 2 a direct sequel or an indirect sequel? I'd rather live in Riza and be considered a freak than live in Iluk and know I'm a freak. Interesting. Oh wow, a full millennia? Jeez. I mean, that sounds kind of cool, Blades of All. But then again, I like builder games a lot, so... grain of salt. I'm just glancing for now. I wouldn't want chat to accuse me of not gearing up, after all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to murder you people. Alex, isn't that old man at the counter look kind of familiar? Yeah. He ain't no bartender. He's the head of the Thieves Guild in Mayor Riza. Yeah, the guild's a wise man, a great leader, but he has one noticeable weakness. Lily. He spoils her rotten. Why are there plates on the floor? Keep hearing about this evil group called the Vile Tribe that lives in the frontier. What the hell's the Vile Tribe, and who could survive out there? Seems like everyone outside of Vane knows the history of the world. Lily shut herself in the room and won't come out. Coral's been terrified ever since she heard about the singers being kidnapped. And now she's too depressed to sing. The head of the guild puts on a brave face, but I've seen him on the verge of tears several times. Right. Hello, Alex. I wouldn't expect you to see you in a place like this. There are a lot of thieves in Riza. Make sure you keep a firm grip on your possessions. Too late. Already been robbed? Good luck. I take it you came this way just to find the Red Dragon. The only way to get there is by flying over the mountains, so what are you gonna do? Can't fly to the cave by myself, Alex. What are we gonna do? I've heard there's flying machines you could use. Well, time to go to Iluk, but first... Hey, Cal, haven't seen you around in a while. Sit down and have a drink. Hell, have 3. Let's hear some stories about life in Nanza. I wish I could, but I'm afraid I'm not here to tell tales and spill ales. Someone stole a valuable item from a member of my group, and I'm here to get it back. That's a shame, Kyle, but complaining about thievery and reasons like whining about wuss magicians in vain, you know? Hey! Cool, Dash. Actually, I was hoping you could help us get it back. You're an influential guy. Is there anything you could do? Well, this must be important if you're trying to use flattery. There is a way to get your item back. Members of the guild aren't allowed to steal from other members. When you joins the guild, whoever stole your item will have to give it back to you. Not as easy as I hoped, but I guess we don't have a choice. How do I join the guild? Your thieving skills have to be tested by one of the guild elite. He can be found working in Mariod this week. Finding him is also part of the test. You know how to get to Mariod, right? Enter C. Mariod, that's practically in the Stadius zone. Are you strong enough to go that far? Hey, you guys can stay here if you want. I'm the only one who wants to pass the test. As long as you all don't mind being labeled wimps for life, I'm fine with it. Thanks. I like my murder the whole town option better, personally. It's okay, Lord Aramon. I don't think you actually meant it as an insult anyways. Unless you did. In which case, back to the murder option. I mean, I'm okay with murdering, honestly. You know, we here, the Lore Walkers, are totally good with suicide. Just for you, YouTube. Who are they to judge? You're all a bunch of thieves and hicks. Right. Are you looking for a job as a professional assassin? The washing machine he built started out as an indoor jacuzzi. About time for an explosion. Better go start gathering wood to repair the roof. This is an amazing device. A daring man or woman can explore the dark depths of the open ocean. The dual air tanks allow for an hour of uninterrupted communion with the creatures of the sea. Which reminds me, don't touch the red switch on the wall. I mean, it's right there. Would you? Would you touch the red switch? It's right there. Staring at you. Longingly. Hungrily. Here, let's save first. No, don't touch that. I like to picture that in lore, Alex just stared at it for a minute. And then very slowly and deliberately just raised his hand. Boop. I was almost finished. That's why I asked you not to touch this switch. Sorry. I don't have any choice but to rebuild the diving machine and come up with a different type of waterproofing. It's obvious that using reclaimed slug trail material was a poor choice at best. Don't worry about my brother. He blows himself and his creations up all the time. I guarantee he would have destroyed the diving machine even if you hadn't touched the switch. Trust me. We average 2 explosions a month, but everyone's gotten used to it by now. That's a good question, Colcrim. It just... That's classic humor, right? Now, if you touch this button, the world will end. Boop, and then the credits roll. Because, they destroyed the world. Season's crop was mediocre, but I'm sure my husband will be able to determine what went wrong in time for the next planting. Oh look, my brother blew up the house again. At least the entire roof didn't fly off like last time. Back to work. Oh, the frustration. When I finally solved the problem of size, I encountered the problem of taste. I can't sell these vegetables when they have the flavor of boiled shoes. Ugh. Oh my god, Breath of Fire 3 stole this. Oh, excuse me. BoF 3 was inspired by Lunar. That's strange. I wouldn't throw away those blueprints by accident. Ugh. This game is 1 year older than Breath of Fire 1, which puts it at quite a few years older than Breath of Fire 3. This week's Hot Girl News says the reclusive Mia Ausa has left Vane for the first time in her life. Do you know how much a picture of her would be worth to the publishers of Hot Girl News? Well, do you? As soon as I get a solid lead to his location, I'm taking my camera and finding that mysterious vixen. Alex, this man makes me very uncomfortable. We should leave right away. Wait, you're Mia, the daughter of Lemia? And a very hot girl. Do you mind if I took a few dozen pictures of you in various states of undress? Can we kill this guy, please? Just really quick. Just a light killing. I know I've been advocating murder a lot lately. But, interesting, Dakota. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, we'll castrate him. Then we'll kill him. Then we'll crush him. Then we'll cook him. Downsides to murder. There's the cleanup. I mean, corpses are always a problem. That's why necromancers are the greatest. It solves every problem. Oh, goody, Grace Universe. Did I miss something out here? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, hit me. Okay, temple. Really doesn't want to let me in. god, I'm not doing that trip right now, Crazy North. You kidding me? That's through combat zones I can't skip. No, I don't. They just got stolen, Crazy North. Now watch. I'm going to be proven wrong about that. Wow, that hit hard. Alex is dead. Okay, so anyways, we just died. We're just gonna accept that. Yeah, no, he stole my teleport. I do not have the ability to teleport right now. Alright, well, back to the temple once I gain my things back. Although I'm a little worried because I think the area I was just in is the only place to go right now. The best raid in the game. Garbage Well. I'm kidding. Sunwell was fine, but I mean, best? I'm not even sure I'd call that best for that expansion. I mean, I recommended that the other day, and Mr. Red's response was, I'd rather die. And then Mr. Red, like, hate donated. Well, back to the area that was beating the snot out of me. This should be fun. Let's see. You should do a raid you'd otherwise never do, like Serpent Shrine. Or the Twilight Bastion. That is a lot of enemies. According to this, the recommended level for this part of the game is 23. I'm level 17. Excuse me, 18 now. Okay.
Check this out.
Okay. Well, let me ask this. Do I have a boss fight coming up, Crazy Horse? Because if I don't, then yeah, I'll go ahead and start burning some mana. Oh my god. And Kyle's dead. Jesus Christ. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, let's start burning some mana then. Okay, Mia's dead. That thing hit her for 90. Oh my god, very good. Congrats, Mr. Red.
Check this out.
I do find it interesting that the black mage has the most mana of the party right now. Luna had the most earlier, but, you know. She's decided, she's done with this party. I don't blame her. I'll show you, fire. I mean, surely this is a hot spring up here, right? And by hot spring, I mean a statue. This is Marriott. Oh, this is amazing. They built a city entirely of wooden planks suspended over the water. No, the amazing part is that these hicks managed to nail anything not related to them. Regardless, let's look for the Magic Guild test giver who's in this town. Welcome to Marriott. We are family here. So I thought I'd give you a neighborly warning about that bridge over yonder. It's rotted, so be careful. Alex, you think it's safe to cross? Don't worry, I'll protect you. Careful, Nash. You're writing checks your puny muscles can't cash. We should just run. Okay. Hey, what are those strange sounds just now? The creak and the crack. I think the bridge just moved. I don't think we should... This is a good idea. We should turn back. We don't have time for... Oh, no! And we're dead. Alex, you okay? Man, I'm soaked. Why'd you have to make such a big splash? Sorry about that. I couldn't help it. Is everyone alright? I don't know about everyone else, but Nash is over there. Okay. You're wetter than a possum that's in heat, is what he just said. All I gotta say is you're lucky the river's been so calm or you'd have been drowned. They did warn us not to cross it. I see you to drop by and pick up the pieces. Well, at least we're here to do it for you, whiner. I wonder whether this face in the water's gonna stop staring at me. But that's your face. You want your jawsing me? My face is right here in front of me, you silly cat. Okay, these people are stupid. I understand, game. Fear not. Oh, Alex, I'm so glad you finally came. This place is crawling with creeps trying to pick up on me. Alex, duty calls. I think you should punch their lights out. Oh, I appreciate the sentiment. Let's just get out of here. Where's Kyle? Uh-oh. We gotta help Mia first. I was just trying to be nice to the little lady. No need to haul off and hit me like that. That's not nice. You deserved it, you biologically challenged pervert. I heard rumors that there was a crooks from Riza cast in this place. Casing this place. That might be the fellow at the bar. Okay. Hey there, sweet thing. How you sure are purty, girl. How about we go out sometime real soon? God, that's hard to read. Look at that. Get away from her, you genetically deficient leech. Don't you know who this is? Me as the next governance of the Magic Guild. Who died and made you go. I think this is a little matter between me and her. Okay. Stab. Alright, moving on. Alex, help me. This slob is picking on me. I'll teach these pigs a thing or two. Oh, it's all over now. Thank you for stabbing him directly in the neck. If you let this guy off the hook, he'll try something with someone else. Oh, never mind. Oh my god. It's literally two families who merged their towns together, who have naturally been keeping it in the family ever since. So that's awful. Wish I could afford that. That looks pretty nice. Maybe later. Hey, look at this bromide. Do you see it? Do you see this bromide? Because it's gone! I'm really discouraged. You see, I've been living here to study this clan that started Marriott. It's part of my anthropological studies. But now that the land is literally crawling with monsters, I can't get away from the town just to take a break. Ugh. Told you the bridge was water. Why'd you try to cross it together? Listen, we're known for our intelligence capabilities. Finally made it. That's the test giver right there. This is my party, and I invited him over for a little brew belching. I started talking about the guild, and it was a cinch. Come here. That there dancer is easy on the eyes, but she can't sing or dance worth beans. I've been singing and singing, and I need to rest. Come back later. They say that girls that sing real pretty are the ones Zenobia's got going for. Oh, that Zenobia is going for, excuse me. Hey, Alex, what took you so long? You know, that was pretty dumb to try and cross that bridge. Well, Mr. Safety, I think you fell in the drink too, so what's your excuse? I was trying not to make waves. Alex is supposed to be the leader here. Hey, kiddies, I heard some important stuff while I was waiting for you. God dang it. I heard about a tower south of here called Damon's Spire. Supposed to be some kind of jewel in this thing worth a lot of dough. If you give it to the guild chief in Riza, he's supposed to give you membership. Isn't that where the Keeper of Knowledge is supposed to reside? I don't know about that, but you're probably right. We should check it out. Okay, then. Oh, I almost forgot. In order to enter Damon's Spire, you have to know the secret words. I heard they're written in the notebook this guy lent me. Okay, off we go. Listen, inbred people are still people, right? Right? So Damon's Spire is to the south, right? I didn't even check because I'm really poor right now, but I'll go and check. Really quick. God damn it. I'm sorry about all the yawn attacks. I do apologize. I think I'm actually going to cut off a little bit early today. So why don't we make a stab at the next boss? Let's see how he does. My wife found out I was having an affair, and I have to go back and apologize. So, he needs to buy the right kind of gear to survive that encounter. No comment. Okay. Couple of good armor pieces. Looks like the stuff Kyle already has on. Yeah, I think I agree. Since we're a little low on cash right now. It looks like I can buy both things. Okay, boss time. Hang on, Crazy Norse wants me to go check the other store. Damn you, Crazy Norse. Damn you! I didn't see a weapon store, I just saw this weird place. Which I assumed was an item shop. Come on, game. Come on, game. Yeah, no, this is the item shop. What, the bar? Get out of my way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. Not even down here. Boop. Screw it. Let's get out of here. Alright, so now we need to conserve resources. We got this. Run! Well, that failed miserably. That's true, Blade to Roll. Oh, gotcha, Crazy Horse. That makes sense. It's probably the other town, right? Okay, fine, whatever. Ooh, what kind of tacos did you get, Ross? Oh, that sounds really good. I love a good habanero salsa. Very sweet. And just the right amount of spice. Are we up to 3 attacks on Alex, or was that Jessica? Oh man, peach salsa is really good while we're on the subject. Damn. Do we ever get to the point where we get triple attacks, prisoners? Like, do we go above 2, essentially? Actually, here's a better question. What does that depend on? Like, what specific thing triggers that? Okay, so the weapon gives it? No, yeah, I remember Crazy Horse. I'm just curious, because a lot of RPGs don't always use linear coding and design when it comes to how things work. Yes, Ross. After we finish the TOS movies, it's on to DS9. Or Voyager. It's up to them. We started with TOS, actually. Or to be slightly more accurate, we started with Season 3 of TNG. We did the exact same thing I have recommended for years. We started with, oh god, I can't think of the name of the episode all of a sudden. Season 3, Episode 1. No, that's Season 2, Episode 1. I'm gonna infer them on here. Evolution. That's the one. It really is. Like, I know I've said that for years, but it's nice to confirm it. It really is seminal track. So, we started with that. Their interest was piqued in watching more, so we rewound and went back to TOS. The exact things I have recommended for a long time.
Althena, lend me your power!
Favorite TOS episode? I'm pretty sure it was... It was either Balance of Terror or Trouble with Tribbles. They also remembered Conscience of the King and Amok Time quite fondly. Oh, come on! I was... Conscience of the King is a weird one because, on the one hand, several aspects of it are not as good as I remembered. On the other hand, the rest of it is much better. Like, the main guest star doesn't even show up until the 2/3 part of the episode, and yet he nails every scene he's in. I mean, it was true even back then. Think about the Trelane episode. Trelane himself was carried by his actor, because he's a very flat character. In fact, he's pretty much the same as any other, you know, godlike alien of the week. Only the actor differentiated him. And trust me, there's a lot of godlike aliens in TOS, like way too many. Huh? Daddy, what are you doing out here? Jessica, my dear Jessica, please don't leave me here. It's so cold and so lonely. That's bait. Jessica, look out. What's happened? What have you done to them? Help me, Althena. Give me the power to break this spell. What is with them and petrification? I mean, I guess if you got one shtick, you might as well go with it, right? My father, my friends, and Kyle. I've lost everyone I ever cared about. Cool. Come to me, Jessica. Join me. Join your friends. You will live forever, and you will never be alone. Kyle? That is a successful fort save. Mel would never ask his daughter to join him in death, you monster. I don't know what the hell you are, but I'm gonna crack through that stone shell. I guess this is our boss fight. With just Kyle. Okay. His name is Plaster Mel. I believe some buffs stack, but you can always tell when a buff stops buffing, because the number that pops up is how much it's increasing your stats by. And when it says 0, you didn't gain any stats from it. I don't know what guides and directs that, though. This guy has a lot of health. Jesus. Curse you. Oh, hey, it's Snake Lady. You've gone way too far this time, you shapely hag. I made the mistake of underestimating you, and I shan't do that again. How was I to know you could shatter my magic with a primal scream? Wait until you see what I can do with my tongue. Kyle. Tempting? Oh my god. But perhaps later. Jesus Christ. Kyle, It was nothing. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Besides, it felt good to beat up your dad. When you saw I was in danger, you broke me out of stone and saved me. Your feelings for me were what broke the spell. Yeah. What are you two doing? We still have to go through the forest. Right, of course. Yeah, I wish I'd known. I would have totally had a hoarding counter for this game. Because this game is crazy horny. Like, way worse than BoF 2 ever was. No, yeah, it is kind of funny how non-stop it is. Yeah, the only thing that makes it kind of worse is the fact that these kids are kind of young. Yeah, go ahead, Crazy Norse. I don't mind, like, technical data like that. I like knowing how a game works. Yeah, just age everyone up by, I don't know, 10 years. We're good. Luna was born on that day 25 years ago. So there are 2 you can get without going to the Colosseum, Ross. And obviously the Colosseum is a source of, well, a lot of gear, honestly, but you really want to go through the ringer to get all of those. So if you already have the 2, then you're good, unless you're going to Colosseum it up. And I strongly recommend a guide for the Colosseum. Tower, right, that's where I'm going. I remembered. Sorry, I'm debating. I tend to like the the X-Bag once you've gotten the Esper setup you want. Like, if you really want to just play around with some stats or some builds, that's how you do it. Send Setzer to the dinosaur forest by himself with an X-Bag on. That will just roll in. Speaking of which, X-Bags do not stack. Well, actually, I'm sorry, that's not true. It depends on which version. I don't know if they stack in the Pixel Remaster. I'm almost positive it doesn't stack in the Pixel Remaster. I'm double checking. Yep, nope. Looks like it continues to not stack in the Pixel Remaster. I'm sorry, Crazy Norse. I really am. I've just been tired lately. Like I said, I've been fighting something off. And it's just been draining me, you know? Yeah, let me at least update the HUD before I do anything. So we're up to 10 potentials here. I'm actually only down to 1 negative. The other one I'm probably going to get rid of. 9 positives to gameplay and 9 negatives to gameplay right now. And I think that's it at the moment. When we get a little further into the game, I'll go ahead and go through the audit list, see if I can come up with anything else. I hope you've been enjoying. And yeah, I know, right, Playtable. Actually, I am, Ross. It has been disturbingly cold here, which is probably at least part of the problem. Now, I usually tolerate cold pretty well, but I mean, I'm still a human, right? Right? So, I'm sure that's not helping my immune system. Anyways, I'm gonna go lay down. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 9 a.m., hopefully.